Hi guys and welcome back. So I'm going to go through a monthly budget and this is for March. So it's I did just film this and fill it out and then I have lost the film, the taping of it. So I'm just going to quickly go through it again with it's already being filled out. So normally I do a weekly budget and now I'm going to transition into a monthly expected expenses, like so planned and budgeted, and then I'm going to do a actual for the end of the month. So it would just be 2 videos a month now instead of the 4 to 5 depending on how many weeks we're in the month. So we'll go straight into it. And so March is a 5-week paycheck month for my husband and myself. So our pays are our budgeted pays are a little bit bigger than usual. So for the month of March, we are expecting my husband to make $5,500 and for me to make $4,500. So that brings us to a total of $10,000. And then at the end of the month, you will see the variation. And it should be a little bit of a variation because my husband had been away for the start of March. So he got a ginormous pay in comparison to what he would normally receive weekly. So that's already going to push his budget over. Mine usually lands pretty similar to where it is. So I've gone in and I've filled this sheet in with our whole monthly expenses now. So you'll see, I'm just going to quickly go through it all. So our phones, so that's for 2 mobile phone plans. We pay $80 a month. Our internet plan is $75 a month. Our council rate is $125. Electricity, I budget $240 a month for. Water, I budget $130 a month. Now, for things like electricity and water that tend to vary depending on usage, I just go by the previous year, what we paid for the whole year, and then I divide that by 12, and that's just what I budget for the following year. So it's usually going to be either a bit over or a bit under. So I just watch it and see where we go. Our electricity and water usage doesn't vary that much. So car registration, we have 2 cars and we pay $115 a month for car registration. Car insurance for both of our cars is $98 a month. Car servicing is $160 a month. Emergency services levy is $8 a month. Health insurance for my husband and I is $238 a month. Home insurance is $70 a month. We do have a swimming pool, so it's about $86 a month in maintenance. That's another thing that I get to the end of the year. I work out how much we spent on chemicals for the year, and then I just divide that by 12. That also includes, so our pool's about 5 years old now, so things start like needing to be replaced. So we just bought some new filter baskets and stuff like that, which were $100. So it's got a bit of a buffer for when things go wrong and we need to buy some extra things. Dental, I just put $20 a month away. Gym membership, $74 a month. We have 2 dogs and 2 chickens. I don't write chickens on here, but for the dog's food, the chicken's food and vet visits, that's $240 a month. Parking for me to get to and from work, it's $144 a month. Netflix is $11, Amazon Prime is $7, KO is $35, Disney is $12, Spotify is $12, Canva is $18. So $1,198 a month is what I put towards our yearly bills account. So this is how I've set this up, like a sinking fund. So things like our home insurance, that's yearly. All of our insurances are yearly. Car insurances are yearly, registrations quarterly. So I just put this a little bit in every month to cover those expenses when they do come. Now, I'm not a monthly budgeter, so this is my first month, so I don't know if I'm stupid. Like I don't I don't know how this works. So because there's 5 weeks, I would normally put $500 a week in, which would be $2,000 a month on a normal 4-week month. But because this month there's 5 weeks, do I put an extra $500 in there? I have no idea how that works. For me, like in my head, yes. But then these bills, if I divide them by 12, like, are they already covered? I have no idea. So look, I've budgeted at $2,500 this month for this sinking fund, but I actually don't know. I'm not a monthly budgeter. We get paid weekly, so my budgets have always been weekly, and I just have gone to monthly for the sake of filming and time. So I'm just going to leave that there, and we'll see how that goes. So expenses, it's going to be a very expensive month this year. So I have my calendar back here, and I write down what we have coming up this month. So it's March. So I write down our paydays. My husband had a Bucks party. It's our anniversary here. We have a friend's business launch, wedding, and a wedding. So I've sort of go through and guess what we need extra for the weeks, and I just go from there. That's how I do the rough budget. So this month is going to be extremely high in expenses. So this is where we're variable. So again, keeping in mind this is a 5-week month, so food shopping, I've put at $750 for the month. Spending money, again, normally I only do $100 a week, so that should only come in at $500. But because my husband's got some Bucks parties on, I've budgeted extra spending money. Petrol is the normal $50 a week, so $250. Basketball, like I said, my husband was away for work, so he didn't play 1 week, so I didn't budget in that week, so $75 is cheaper than normal. Eating out, I've just left because we've got our anniversary, but we have so many gift cards from Christmas that we think we may use them for our anniversary dinner. Because otherwise they're all like the FPOS gift cards, so we don't really know what else we're going to do with them. So we thought maybe we'll just go out for a nice dinner and use them. I'm not sure. I might leave that blank and we'll just see how we go, because we might just use our spending money. I don't know, gifts. So we have 2 weddings, so we're going to gift $150 for each wedding, and then I've budgeted $300 for Ubers because one of the weddings is about an hour and 20 minutes away in the country, and we could not find any Airbnbs, any hotels. Everything was booked up. We started looking back in December and there's nothing. So we are going to have to, if we don't get lifts with someone else who is a designated driver coming back our way, we're going to be spending so much money on Ubers. So we were looking at Uber prices on Saturday nights, just getting them quoted up, and we're looking at them, and they were very expensive. So we're going to need possibly an Uber for one wedding, and then the other wedding is a lot closer to home, so that'll be just like $50-$60 Uber for that. So for a total of $2,425 for the month for expenses, which is extremely high. So normally, like last month we came in at $1,400, so this is a whole $1,000 extra this month just on expenses. So that sucks, but it is what it is. We are very flexible budgeters, so if we have events on, we budget for them. We don't stick to strict budgets in the sense that, Ubers, I know we're going to be spending Ubers, so I'm putting it in here. So I'd rather budget for, have this look high now instead of budgeting $1,400, but actually it's being $1,000 over. We're just very realistic in how we budget. So savings, debt savings and investments. So this is another one. So we put $200 a week into savings. So 5 weeks, that's $1,000. Holiday savings is $100 a week. Baby savings is $50 a week at $250 for the month. Our super account is $150. Now, I think this is extremely low because we just talked about maybe upping this to $100 a week. So that would bring us in at $500 for the month. So we'll see how this one goes because these expenses are so high this month, but we do want to prioritize that. And then, so the total for all of that minus the home loan was $1,900. And then our home loan is everything that's left over from $2,500, 1,900. So that left us with $3,175 to put towards our mortgage. Now that is a low month, but again, we're spending an extra $1,000 here. We do receive extra paychecks, but it's just a very expensive month for us. We do want to pay off this mortgage, but we're not sacrificing our social life and missing out on events with family and friends. We try and have a real nice balance with how we work things out. So this will probably be a little bit higher because, like I said, my husband was away. So we're 1 week into March already when I'm uploading this. And he did get, sorry, it's so windy here today. That's my neighbour's fence. And he did get a very large paycheck. So altogether, this adds up to $10,000. So this would bring it to a zero-based budget. Now, again, I don't do a zero-based budget to the T. I just do the best we can. And sometimes I'll leave a bit of a buffer in our account, but this is just going to be a general guide. And again, this is my first month budgeting as a monthly budget. So it'll be very interesting to see how this looks at the end of March. So thank you for watching. Have a good day. And I just want to say that I do have an Instagram account now, so you can look me up, and it's at Jacinta Budgets. You will see, I'll put it in my description below. And I do post weekly there. I'm a lot more active on there. It's a lot quicker to post and keep you updated with a lot of trackers on my Instagram.